Hey fellas, Nick here. Imagine your parents announcing you alongside a bunch of more other popular babies, only to let you be born a month late compared to the rest of them, and then they steal all the popularity that you might have had when you were going to be born. Story of my f***ing life.
The PS4's reveal at E3 2013 was the thing that year. The Xbox One pissed itself, the Wii U already pissed itself and is acting like it didn't, and so the PS4 became a no-brainer. It showed games like Killzone Shadowfall, Final Fantasy 15, Infamous Second Son, Beyond Two Souls.
Who the fuck are you?
The Last of Us. But Nick, what exactly is a who the fuck?
I'm not glad you asked, I'm more so accepting the fact it was gonna happen.
Doki-Doki Universe is a game published by Sony in 2013 for PS4, PS3, and the PS Vita.
I think I'm the fourth person to say that much about this game.
This is a game that really got left in the dust. It just kinda got dropped into a reveal, it came out, and that's really it. I looked hard, and it seems the first mention of it was on May 7th, 2013.
Welcome to Don't F***ing Do That. It's the first game show where callers all over the galaxy and mostly the city compete to see which person knows what's best to not do. Caller number 1, you're on the air. Don't f***ing do this when announcing Doki-Doki Universe.
Revealing it next to other games.
Correct.
Counter Spy and Ho Hokum were the games announced right alongside Doki-Doki Universe. This is a trend for the game because every damn time they want to give this game an actual time to shine, they choose to do it day and date with the president fucking dying. Which one do you think people will really discuss?
I mean, one of them is gonna go down in history as one of the greatest tragedies of all time. The other's just some stinky dead guy.
But if you look at it, Doki-Doki Universe had something special. The developer was Human Nature Studios and was led by ToeJam and Earl's Greg Johnson.
Welcome back to Don't F***ing Do That. Caller number 2, you're live. What's your answer?
Having a developer be a headline.
You got it.
Every damn time someone talked about this game's announcement, it was always mentioning ToeJam and Earl. You're the robot QT3, and some alien comes along and tells you you're not human enough.
Yeah, because I'm a robot.
It was always meant to be this adventurous story experience, more than just a game. It was revealed at E3 2013, a gameplay trailer dropped, and honestly, I feel like this has me caring less about this game. These trailers are so boring, I hate this game. They just always say something like, "You're a loser, robot, go be more human, stupid."
We've got caller number 3 on the line. Think you have the answer?
I think I'm gonna go with bad marketing.
Dad?
So if you fast forward past all the minor little announcements here and there, this game wasn't talked about that much. All that happened was some more mentions of it on the PlayStation blog. I don't even think the PlayStation employees know that this blog is a thing. But looking past all that, the game stuck to its plans and released digitally December 10th, 2013.
Yeah. Alright. Miss you too. Bye, Dad. Sorry about that. Caller number 4, what do you have?
I'll say not being a launch title.
Damn, you just read my mind.
The PS4 released literally a month before with 24 titles, 9 being digital only. Doki-Doki Universe could have totally benefited from being there at launch. Having software being there from the start is what makes buying a console day one so worth it, because people don't buy consoles just because they have the color blue.
So already, Doki-Doki Universe has had a pretty lackluster build-up to release. Sony hasn't done much to make the game look good, and it just kinda dropped into existence. But I'm sitting up for this game. I'm gonna find a way to show everyone why this 10-year-old game is worth their time and $15. I need to find the quickest possible way to tell everybody that Doki-Doki Universe is the best game they've never played. Okay, I got it. I'll just tell every single person I know about the game, they'll play the game, and then they'll spread the word for me. The issue is I don't really know anybody. Doc White and Crush Ice changed numbers. Bordy left after the tax guy incident, so that only leaves... Fuck it. Oh. Yellow? Who is it? Hey fella, Nick here.
Ah, Mr. Lotz, it's good to hear from you.
How good are we talking here?
I'd say about 3 cubic feet of good. More or less.
Interesting. Well, I have an offer for you.
Go on.
Have you ever heard of Doki-Doki Universe?
Dopey Unicorn?
Close enough. So, you play this game with me, enjoy it, and then you're gonna tell everybody how much you love it.
Well, I have a pretty busy schedule. I've been trying to figure out how I died a few months ago.
You died?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either when they died twice in a year.
How do you die twice?
Well, the first time was because I got shot, but recently something strange happened and we're trying to figure out why.
Why can't you get someone else to figure that out?
You know what? I could totally get Mike to do it for me. I'll just tell him I'm going on a business trip or something and his stupid f***ing ass is gonna fall for it.
Nice. I'll wait for you to get here and then we'll play.
Huh. The portal's been left open. It's probably fine.
Do you think it's just a hoax to kidnap me again, or does he actually want to play the game?
Oh, hey, I get that reference. I also like standing in front of doors.
You called?
No, I asked politely.
So according to my ears, memory, and knowledge, we're here to play Doki-Doki Universe, right?
Doki-Doki Universe.
Hey, at least I got the initials right.
That's the minimum.
So what exactly is a DDU? Is it like a book, a movie, an airport in Pakistan?
None of the above. It's a game I'm pressuring you into liking because nobody else was in my phone book.
Your phone book's empty? What, are your friends inanimate objects? Don't tell me you're really...
I'm not answering that.
Should we play the game now?
Yeah, I already got it.
Oh, you have a copy of the game?
No, it's actually a digital-only game. I made this fake cover a few years ago to hide my worst f***ing nightmare.
What's wrong with that game? Honestly, I thought it was a great addition to the Tom Clancy series. Like, how can anyone hate it?
Can we play the game now?
Okay. So, what platform are we playing this on?
Well, the good thing is this game was cross-buy with all platforms, and maybe even cross-save. I beat the game on my PS4, and I opened my PS3 one time to save files that were completed. But what do I know? I don't even own a PS3. I own a PS3 Slim, big difference.
Yeah, buddy, you still haven't told me what we're playing this on.
Oh yeah, the PS4.
The fourth piece of shit?
The fifth one was worse.
The game starts with QT3 on a planet. This girl gets on a spaceship and leaves him behind for over 11,000 days with a damn balloon.
Man, they need to stop making games so close to my life.
You're a robot?
Yes.
This alien UFO guy comes by and says QT3 doesn't have enough humanity. But not humanity like humans, it's humanity as in understanding others. Alien Boy then kidnaps the robot and leaves the balloon behind. We're then taken to the home planet, which is our main base. Here we can customize our robot, our steed, and we can even customize the backdrops of planets we visit later. Alien Man says to get humanity from exploring the various planets and asteroids, and he'll be writing a report about us and our findings in humanity. In Planet Home, you can talk to two characters, the therapist and the balloon, who I assume used her raw power to jump off the asteroid and onto the planet.
She's a fucking ball of helium.
Oh, let a man dream!
This is where you see the gameplay loop unfold. You go to a planet, alien guy gives you some snarky comments about it, and you're off to do all the various quests left for you on the island. Right next to the quest is always a counter for all the presents in a planet too. Presents are hidden around that planet for QT3 to pick up, or they're given to you by people that live there. Presents range from entirely new beings you can summon to dust bunnies.
I thought you said this was the best game that nobody bought.
I swear it's a TV problem. Look, why are you being such a stick in the mud about this?
I prefer being a log in the grass.
I promise you this game gets good. I mean, it's even got a therapist.
What?
This is Dr. Therapist. He's on Planet Home and analyzes the stuff you do on asteroids.
What could you possibly do on asteroids? A personality quiz?
Yeah.
When you visit an asteroid, some monk says, answer these questions and do it fast, fuckhead. And it's always some small animation you have to answer questions about. The game puts it all together and decides what your answers say about your personality, and then you get a free decoration for your house.
Quick, what do you think of when you see this thing?
Why?
I'll give you the sieve if you do it.
Assault and battery.
Okay, it says here you're proactive, right-brained, and have lupus. Here's your gift.
Dr. Therapist is really just here to take all the questions you answer and see what themes are the greatest in you. The more questions you answer, the more personality traits become frequent, and the game starts to see everything that you do most. But right now, there's not really that much to do on Planet Home. You can call upon your steed and fly out into the atmosphere, away from the planet, and into space, all while riding a damn pig.
Damn, pigs are pretty powerful in this universe.
But is it a Doki-Doki universe?
No.
Now, once you're in space, the game opens up because now you have tons of planets, asteroids, and presents all around this map. This map is just so cool to open up and gawk at. There's a second thing being hung up next to my bed. Once you fly around, you have tons of planets available for docking into, but the one you should probably start at is Planet Tutorial.
So it is Doki-Doki Universe.
I gotta hand it to you. That at least makes more sense than the actual name.
Nice. At least we have one thing to agree on.
Let's try to make that too. What do you think of Karl Marx?
Tutorial is a planet that gives tutorials.
Aw, but I only accept tutorials from Frankenstein.
Why?
For some reason, this planet is Halloween themed. Alien Jeff says he paid off everyone on the planet to give you tutorials, so f it, that's his excuse. You know, Alien Jeff is kind of funny. He's clearly not very good at his job of telling QT3 what to do, making their report, and whatever else a pickle on a soap dish needs to do, but he's just funny. First up on Planet Tutorial is Zombini, who teaches you how to summon things. When you walk up to someone, you can talk to them, or you can summon in a summonable.
I'm just so good at naming things. That's why I'm gonna name my small plants Little Cactus.
I ate a cactus once.
Giving people summonables is one of the main things that you'll be doing. Presents are on planets, and you get summonables that are usually themed around the planet. Usually. This system is kind of flawed because the only thing you can do is hope that you just have the item you need to summon. If you don't, all you can do is get another random selection, or find similar objects that you have. But come on, this is the best game nobody played. It doesn't matter if it has flaws. You know what else has flaws? You. And I'm sure your mom still loves you for who you are, damn it. The other thing Zombini teaches is greetings. You can wave, blow kisses, or bow down to your friends like the plebeian you are. Samantha tells you about info cards, which is the last of the 3 options when talking to someone. It shows the person, their likes, their dislikes, and what they think of you right this moment.
Finally, I can see when a girl hates me.
Isn't that like all the time?
Also, you get presents from people if someone really likes you or really hates you.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about your divorce?
Will you shut the fuck up if I give you another sieve?
Mr. Frankel says if you give the controller a seizure, you can shake the fucking planet!
I still don't know what the point of this feature is.
I still don't know what the point of me being here is.
Most people call it brainwashing. I prefer to say I'm instilling my beliefs upon you.
He also teaches you how to pick people up and throw them around. That's how you'll find most of the presents hidden physically inside the game. This child teaches you how to do these movement things. Move the stick how it tells you to and BAM! Jumping jacks. It's weird how it doesn't stop you once it's done. You just kind of keep doing it until you stop, while the character just stands there, doing nothing. Pumpkin Scarecrow Guy tells you that you have to complete your goals.
Yes, I know what the goals are. I'm completing them by talking to you. Shut up.
And lastly, Scalita just tells you about dances. Alien Jeff then comes down, tells you about the mail system. It apparently used to work as actual mail that you could use for Facebook? This feature has since been discontinued. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Now, only in-game characters can send mail. That's pretty much it. Once you finish the tutorial, you're now free to explore the other 17 planets, with the goal of having enough humanity to visit Robodachi. The game doesn't really communicate where to go next. You just kinda go wherever you want, which is a problem I have with the game.
Give me a second. Let's hear it for our final caller. What do you got? What do you mean? We have nobody? No callers. Show's canceled? What the f am I doing? What?
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Each of the planets have their own unique little theme and consists of a simple gameplay loop. You talk to people and you do the things they want. Clear all the goals on a planet and you can move on to the next one. But I mean, it's kinda repetitive. A lot of what you're doing is just talking and summoning whatever they want. You talk to Willie, and he says that his parents are fighting, and he doesn't know why, but he knows that Billy has the answer, so then you go over to find Billy, and then he's all like, oh, I'll tell you why your parents are fighting, but first, give me a monkey. I mean, talk about annoying.
Please, for the love of God, talk about it.
And the worst feeling is when you don't have the item they want and they're all like, I wanted a square, not a rectangle. Sometimes it's easy because you just have to find the present on the planet, but sometimes you just don't have it. So you randomize, and you randomize, but you just never find the summonable you want to summon. And you know what? Summonable is a stupid word. I hate saying it.
Well, I hate you, you stupid bitch. Say something positive.
The art style's nice.
Look at how fun and colorful it is. Even when I'm on a planet that looks like a landfill, because it is a landfill, the style lends itself to many things. Unless you're one of those muscular guys, it looks kind of childish. The whole art style kind of feels like something a little kid would draw. I mean, you can't blame someone for not playing the game because I'm too old for that, I'm 14, not 12. Now, I could go through each planet, but they're just so forgettable. A lot of what contributes to that is the reuse of just stuff in general. For example, take the planet Earth. I don't think anything here is unique. Okay, so the background is the planet home, so that includes most of the decorations too. The Scarecrow is just a pumping guy from Planet Tutorial. And one of the main characters here is a bird made of like 2 lines, and they're friends for some reason with this character called Little Cactus. What? There's just a lot of reuse, and in a game with pretty not fleshed out worlds. That's a bit lame. It really is just talk to him, give him a thing, now give her a thing. Good job, now you know what empathy is. Planet Aminal, not animal, you dumb fuck, it's Aminal. It's just copied from Planet Afri. Also, humans act like pets here, and pets act like humans. Remember when this game was supposed to teach us humanity? And you know what's a small thing I really don't like with the game? The hints. Sometimes, completely unprompted, if the game thinks you aren't doing enough, it just gives you some random ass hint. It tells you the most mundane junk ever too, like, did you know you can complete a planet by finishing all your goals? Did you know you can hit this button to see all the presents? And did you know that this button gives you hints, even though the game gives you hints without you doing anything anyways?
I think you need some new hobbies.
You know what? Let's just go to Robodachi. Let's see this game ending. You land on the planet, and Alien Jeff tells you that Robodachi is where all the stupid idiot robots get left, so they can die someplace where no one has to really care about them.
Like a retirement home.
Then QT3 asks, so am I being left here? And Alien Jeff is all like, what, me? Why would I do that? And then leaves without telling you what your purpose of being here is.
Is this what it's like to be put up for adoption?
I would know.
Wait, are you adopted?
No, I got a master's degree in adoption studies.
This flower named Rose recognizes you, and it's because the girl from the intro has been here looking for you.
I knew she was a robot.
So I guess she knows about this planet, and she looks for QT3 here all the time. She doesn't live on the planet though, so she comes here every once in a while, and thus she's not here right now. So you help Flowey Undertale take care of the robots, most notably Big Bot. Big Bot has some broken parts, and once they're fixed, he can call Lonnie. When all the planet's goals are finished, Big Bot is finally able to call for Lonnie, and boom, family reunion. But it turns out the family said he had tons of humanity already, and they left QT3 to save him from being becrawled and destroyed, which can only mean Alien Jeff lied to QT3.
I fucking knew it. This is why I don't trust bitches and UFOs! Oh, I fucking knew it the whole time!
Yeah, it turns out the recall on QT3's model eventually ended, but the company wasn't so sure about Alien Jeff's humanity. That report he was writing was actually to prove the factory he was okay to stick around. And now he is. Lonnie says she can't stay to take care of her parents right now, but she'll write letters to us.
Oh yeah, I forgot the mail up was a thing in the game.
And with that, everyone's happy, and the game is finished. Not even a credit scroll? I'm all the way at the end here, and you don't give me the credits to show me it's over?
Okay, that's the whole game. Are we done here?
DLC packs were released following the game's release, adding an extra 8 planets and only one is unique. And even then, the one unique planet is Oldstone. Who the hell likes Oldstone?
No, you don't!
Ninja is just Suteki before these small guys, and Ooga Ooga is just Bugabug. They couldn't even make a unique name. And one of the characters is Skelita from the tutorial. Renaming her to Ooga Booga Girl will change the facts. Monzer is just tutorial. This is now the 3rd time this Halloween planet theme got used.
And why couldn't they do 5?
Mecha is Robodachi, and Wizardalia is Goonite. These 6 worlds were able to purchase on launch day for a total of $4. Jesus, why not just bundle it in with the game at that point? But then, in March, we got DLC for 2 more planets. One is a clone of Planet Burr, and the other is just a mashed up version of all the other content in the game. You see, it's the nighttime background from Planet Home, it's got music from Cosmo, and the first people I see on the island are copied from this guy in Wizardalia. The DLC is ripping itself off. So, in total, all 3 DLC packs in US dollars cost $5.50.
Can you convert to Fiji points?
But you can also get them all in bulk for $4. Then, there's also 3 personality quiz packs, in case you just really like personality quizzes. Getting all 3 packs nets you 72 personality quizzes and a new game mode. So, that's $8 if you buy individually, or $6 if you buy the bundle. So overall, the game starts at $15, and you can either spend $10 or $13.50 on the DLC, depending on if you buy bundles or not.
I gotta hand it to you. That was a pretty cool way to be confused out of my fucking mind.
What's even more confusing is why there's a game mode locked behind it.
Quiz Party. This mode is pretty much just the personality quizzes, but you take turns answering. Player 1 answers, then player 2 answers, then player 1 guesses what player 2 answered, and vice versa. Wow, what an intriguing gameplay loop. It doesn't show what you answer on the screen though, so the only way to cheat is to peek at the controller of the other players.
Hey, don't look.
I'm not gonna say this mode is bad or anything, but it's not really good either. Personality quiz is just pretty boring in general, and when you stretch that out to a whole party game, it just makes me want to play something more exciting. Most strategy you can put into it isn't that much harder than something like 2 Truths and a Lie.
Alright, we've played the entirety of Doki-Doki Universe, its DLC, and now you just have to go and tell everybody why you love it.
Why? Half of what you said was just you shitting on the game.
Okay, fine! Doki-Doki Universe is... okay.
Why do you even care so much about this game? Who are you trying to convince here? And why? Why does the name sound like a dating sim?
All this time, I've wanted to like the game. Nobody knows about this game besides their neighbor's fucking cat. And honestly, I just want to bring people's attention to this game. It's hard to realize that something I might have liked before has way more issues than I thought it previously had. I have to realize that growing up means that not everything is going to be exactly how I thought it was going to be. And that there's issues that are prone to come up as you age. If the game just got a little more fleshed out, started to not reuse assets, and actually became an experience instead of just a interactive game, then it could actually be something unique. And that's why I need your help to spread the word of this game, to make sure that some developer out there finds this game, so they can make it into the game it was always meant to be. Oh, come on, not even a tip?